Hello, everybody, and welcome back.
Oh boy,
it's good to see you all.
Now.
Welcome back. My name is Fractal Mind Mike, and today we're going to be playing some Ultima 2, Revenge of the Enchantress, who we never met in the last game. There was no Enchantress as far as I know. Emicat, good to see you there. Welcome in. Hayes, making a legend. How's it going? Good to see you. Karif, welcome back as well. Great to see you there. Dammit Baines, thanks for that. Hi, Hypercrush. This track is great. Yeah, it's called Fluxed. F-L-U-X-E-D. I don't know which part of the album, which album it's from or whatever, but it's one of the Stream Beats collection songs. So yeah. Always excellent to see you too, Nab. Welcome back. Welcome back, Serpents. Good to see you. The track before it, Arclight, was really good too. Yeah, there's a few good tracks in here still that I quite enjoy. There's a few that I'm quite over. There's a few that I've had enough of, frankly. But thank you everybody for being here. It's good to see you. Good to see you all. I haven't said hi to everyone in chat, but I hope you all feel greeted. I hope so anyway. If I haven't said hi, feel free to at me. I will welcome any attings. I think I saw Adrian Bauer in there too, which means Adrian was up late. Adrian's not normally up this late. So hope they're all right. So gosh, I did my first game dev stream of 2026 yesterday, and we had a mild success, I'm gonna call it. It wasn't like a roaring success. I didn't finish the entire game in one sitting or anything like that, but we did. It's been so long since I actually played with any of the content for the game that I was like, kind of just need to reacquaint myself with like where we're up to. And I was actually surprised. I did have a peek before I started the stream, and I was surprised. There was some stuff, there was some work that I had done that I'd forgotten I did. It was stuff that I did last year. Because I didn't do that many streams last year. It was like they were pretty spaced out and there was not a lot of them. So, the content that I produced last year is like, oh, well, that's good. I'm glad that's done at least. Good morning, Miamiville. Welcome, welcome. Get greeted, nerds. Mike, probably. Is that a healthy thing to say? I don't know. This track is also great. Which one's this? This one's Wrecking Crew. There you go. Oh wait, hang on a second. I think I know what's going on. Chrome tab went asleep. I needed to click on it for it to catch up. So anyway, oh gosh. The dev stream went pretty well, I'll be honest. Like, I was pretty nervous about it because it's been so long. I was worried I was going to get back in there and be, like, completely unproductive.
Hi, guy.
But I wasn't completely unproductive. Hi, Lassus. Welcome. I actually got a fair bit of, like, animation work done on one of the characters. And it's all about that polish at this point. Like, for some of the content in the game, it's just about polishing and making the animations a little bit smoother and more interesting to see. Stuff like that, like little details that probably not many people would notice, adding those kind of details to some of the animations. So that's great. But one of the biggest insights I've had since not working, like when you take a break and you step away from something for a while and you come back to it with projects, a lot of you have probably done this before, but some of you might not have. And I think this is an important thing to communicate. Taking a break from something is sometimes the best thing you can do for it, because when you come back, you can see it in a different light. And I'm not going to do any spoiling. I'm not going to spoil anything. So if you want details, come and talk to me on the dev channel. But in the game, there are some components, some elements in the game that I had poured a lot of effort and energy into, and that were still not complete. And were still probably the biggest, chunkiest tasks left to complete before finishing the game, aside from music and sound effects and dialogue work, stuff like that. Like, basically, like, end of the game sort of stuff that you cap it off with kind of thing. I haven't got that stuff done yet. But, like, these, like, there was two core components to the game design that I had originally, and they're very complex. And I'm like, so far, I've put a lot of effort into them, but they're still not done, right? And I can see there's still a lot more effort to put into them. Which is part of why I sort of lagged on getting the project done in time. Because at design time, I didn't really constrain myself on what I should do for those parts of the game. And so they've outgrown, like, what they were supposed to be, really. I don't know if that's a bad thing or not, to be honest. Like, whether or not the scope creep is bad or not, I don't know. I think sometimes it's a good thing. In this case, though, having taken almost, or like, I don't know how many months since the last dev stream it was, but probably more than 6 months since the last dev stream, I think. And it was good, because I could look at those things and say, I think I might need to cut these pieces of content, which is a healthy attitude to take. I didn't commit to cutting it, because I still feel like I have that sunk cost fallacy of, like, I put a lot of effort in, I probably shouldn't throw it all away. But I might actually throw it all away. What I've done to put that at bay is I've said, I'm not going to make a decision on this right now. I'm going to finish the rest of the game that doesn't involve those elements. And I'll put in some placeholder stuff to block where they should be in the game, and just, like, you'll just be able to click a button to go through it or whatever. And then after I finish everything else and, like, all the polish is in place for everything else, I will then make a decision of, do I spend the next, like, month finishing those two things, or do I cut them and replace them with something a lot simpler? Which would take, you know, a week or two, kind of thing. You know, that's where I'm at. Sorry, I needed some tea because I could feel my voice sort of croaking a little bit there. Welcome, Trolladas. Welcome. Good to see you. Good to see you. I'm having a good time today. I hope you are too. Big tip to remember. It is a big tip to remember, and it's something that I think you have to remind yourself of, unless you've done it a lot. Something you have to remember is, like, hey, if something's like a big burden and you can afford to take a step away from it and then, like, revisit it a little while down the track once you had a chance away from it, it's a healthy, healthy way to get a perspective on something that you couldn't have when you're too close to it. Another way is, like, ask a trusted advisor what you should do, like a mentor or someone like that. But sometimes you don't have that option, or sometimes that option doesn't make sense. Sometimes it has to be you to take a break from it. But yeah. Hey, no sir, welcome. Good to see you as well. I've gotten into wildlife photography recently. Oh, you have, Verge. Wow. Okay. Wildlife photography is fun. I'm not good at it, but when I'm out walking or hiking or something, if I see some cool wildlife stuff, I do like to take a picture. There's been a few times when I've been hiking, and it's like a long hike. It's like, 40 Ks or something like that. And it's like I'm on day 2 or day 3 of, like, a up and down hill, like, slog. And I see something really, really cool, and I just don't have it in me to even bring my phone out to get a photo of it. I regret that. I regret not taking photos of some cool stuff. But yeah, yeah, that's pretty fun. So you've been doing that, and the number one tip when developing raw files is to take a 20-minute break right before you press the save button at the end, and then throw your work away when you come back. Oh my gosh. You could do save as. You could save as, and then come back and throw it away if you decide you still don't like it. You can delete it. That's so funny. I like to think of taking a break as letting my subconscious brain work on it for a while. Yeah. Oh, ABC. I don't remember if that works for you. Maybe it does. I totally forgot to do it, though. Thanks for doing that for me. And also, greetings. Good to see you. I hope you're having a great day today. It looks like it worked. Thank you for that. I completely forgot. Put away the shame bell. Yeah. Thank you. Thanks for not waving the shame bell too much. I know, Refraction, I know. I'm an idiot. I get it. I was just talking about, you didn't miss anything. I was just recapping the game dev and talking about how cool it was and some, like, things that perspective I gained. Things like that. But no spoilers. So that's also good, right? Also, we have our, hi, Killick. Good to see you. Welcome. Yeah, good morning to you too. And an evening. Whatever it is for everybody out there. Yeah, Ultima 2, everybody. Ultima freaking 2. Revenge of the Enchantress. A fantasy role-playing game designed by Lord British. I have to say, I have no idea who the Enchantress is and why they need revenge. Am I the Enchantress? Am I revenging something else? It doesn't make any sense. Where did it come from? Where did this Enchantress nonsense come from? Maybe I should have played Lore of the Temptress before I played this. I don't know. Very curious about what improvements they made between 1 and 2. I'm curious too, actually. One thing I did notice when I loaded this up to make sure it's working is it seems to be CGA, which means it probably is a release that was earlier than the Ultima 1 release we were playing. Like they did an EGA remaster of Ultima 1, but this one appears to be CGA. It might not be. Maybe it's not CGA, but it looks CGA to me. When I only had it open for like a couple of seconds just to make sure it ran. Ultima 2 Electric Boogaloo? And named the USB Consortium. Wait, what? I feel like that sentence is out of nowhere. ABC, sorry, I must be, it's one of those things that I didn't get the reference, I think. Very curious about what improvements they made between 1 and 2. Me too. There's probably a lore dump in the manual. Probably, yeah, we'll have to load up the manual and take a look. Some Ultimate Dragon in chat can explain it. Yeah, probably it will happen. Probably I'll get some explainings happening. I'm gonna do the same thing I did with Ultima 1, which is like, read a good chunk of the manual, and then we'll dive into the game and see what happens, and like, I'll read more manual the next stream kind of thing. Save the manual for later reading. It was timing specific. Okay, alright. Oh, I haven't reset my stats for Ultima 1. Wait, are those Ultima 1 stats? I think they are. Did I got a soft lock. I considered a soft lock anyway. Interesting. I have to get my stream stats and back them up from the last one before I move forward. Stats. Copy. Paste. Rename. Ultima 1. There we go. Now I can reset the stats. Let's see, does this work? Yes, yes it does. Alright, stats reset. We're all ready to go. I better read the chat because I'm going to miss out on something, aren't I? The menacing gargoyle. He is a menacing gargoyle, yeah. I like how the mist is just, and the shadow is just enough to obscure his region. So you can't tell if he's wearing boxers or briefs. Or nothing at all. I love that cover. The blaster in the blaster, the sci-fi outfit, the demon about to wreck the guy's shit. Yeah, it's all pretty cool. I like the alien-looking world. Like, it looks like some kind of like nuclear disaster zone or something with like these palm trees that are all like decrepit and broken. And I like that the guy's like stepping out of this portal. Like, the portal looks pretty sick. I think the blaster's a little bit too sci-fi. Like, it kind of just looks like a directional microphone of some kind, you know, or like a directional radio, you know, a directional antenna or something like that. Hey, Deluxe Paint Tim, good to see you. Yeah, we're gonna do the Ultima. We're doing the Ultima Saga. It's true. Tell me it's red, green CGA and not cyan magenta. Okay, I won't tell you anything. The stranger looking like the Rocketeer. What's the stranger? I mean, I don't want to know, I guess. We'll read the manual and find out. Light. Alright, I gotta browse the local files here. Because... Come on. Where? Here we go. Okay, we have Ultima 2 manual. Here it is. Hopefully it just loads. Wait. Oh, okay, that'll work. Ultima 2, Lord British. Why does it look like this? This is crazy. Alright, let's try and make this work. That'll do. View mode. Facing pages. Nope, that looks horrible. Nope. Single page. Fit. Page. That'll do. This doesn't feel like a manual to me. Like, this is a very short... Oh, okay, it's not very short. Alright. I feel like the Ultima 1 manual was more illustrious than this. That's the name of the player in the first 3 games? Oh, I thought I got to name my character. What's with the kerning on Ultima and Lord British? I mean... Good question. Very good question. I don't know. What about this T and I? They're practically overlapping each other. Valve have produced an update, ABC, and they did not secure component pricing. I didn't see that piece of news yet. If you want to drop a link to what they posted, I will read what they posted and express my disappointment, I guess. For later. I'll have to open it up now. I'll read this later. I won't get distracted by it right away. Alright, there must be other manuals. There must be. Ultima 1, 2, and 3 maps. Ultima 1, 2, and 3 manuals. Ultima 3 spellbook and cluebook. All I'm seeing in this archive from GOG is just like, look how good the Ultima 1 manual looks, right? It's brilliant. It's so illustrious. And then the Ultima 2 manual is like ordinary. We won't look at the Ultima 3 manual yet. It hasn't come out yet in this timeline. But then there's the Ultima 1, 2, and 3 maps here. So you have Ultima 2 map and Ultima 2 Galactic map. Oh wow, the Ultima 2 map looks cool. Revenge of the Enchantress. Ultima 2. I can't remember the runes, damn it. I can't remember the runes. It's only been less than a week. I'm just trying to see if there's any that I can, like, start to get a reference to. So this is, like, TH, and this might be E. The... I don't know. Time? Of... The Time of Legends? I just made that up. I don't know. I don't know what it says. It might say the Time of Legends. I don't know. That's the Ultima 2 map. Let's look at the Galactic. Holy crap, this is an entire freaking, like, double-sided piece of paper? Okay. Ultima 2 Galactic map. Okay, so these have letters on them. Like, it's barely readable on some of them. I think that's I and F. Probably. The other ones I can read. Like G, H, D, A, C, E, Sun. I don't know what that letter is. B, probably. Oh, yeah, A, B, C, D. Yeah, okay, it all makes sense. And there's some controls. I'm going to not look at the controls for now. Wait, did I pack up the Ultima instruct? No, I didn't. I've still got them. So I still have the Ultima Collection Atlas and the Ultima Collection Manual. It's possible that this manual will have more detail in it than the Ultima 1 manual did. So we could look at these and see if these help. Maybe. I don't know. Evening, Grognak, you legend. Welcome, welcome. I'm Rosie. Hi, good to see you. What's so hard to read about Mark FM? What's Mark FM? Mark FM. Coburn, good to see you. Sorry, I had the chat obscured before, so I missed a whole bunch of bits. Limited availability and growing prices of these critical components mean we must revisit our exact shipping schedule and pricing, especially around Steam Machine and Steam Frame. That's very unfortunate to hear. Very unfortunate. I do hope that they find a way to justify a lower cost anyway. My prediction was, just to remind you all, $800 to $1,200 US for the Steam Machine, releasing in late February. I'm going to stand by it. I'm not changing my prediction based on new information. That's not how this works. The Stranger is just a generic form of, okay, I get it. Like the Vault Dweller or the Courier. Yeah, I gotcha. Sorry, Serpents. Thank you for the clarification. That makes sense now. I mean, how would they? Valve is a tiny hardware company in the grand scheme of things. It's true, they are a tiny hardware company, I guess. I mean, in some ways, but hey. But hey, I am doing well, thank you, Kobe, and I hope you are too. I mean, even if you can't remember the runes, does anything about the map look familiar? Oh, I'd have to open it up again. I closed it. Let's see, it might be in here too. Ultima 1, the First Age of Darkness. That's the last map in Ultima 1. And this is Ultima 2. The Time of Legends. Okay, yeah. So I can see... Like, if you squint, it kind of looks like planet Earth. If you squint. But it's all wrong. Especially Australia. Australia has, like, to me, the least, like, correct shape. They're all wrong. But that's the worst wrongness. I mean, I don't even see, like, half of the countries that are near Australia either. Anyway. I was right about it saying the Time of Legends. That's good to hear. Not much point waiting for anything, given there's no hope it'll be priced decently now. I think it'll be cheaper just to print Valve decals and slap them on Mike's existing machine. Oh, okay. Add some RGB lighting. We'll see. Arguably, any competitors need to increase pricing accordingly, i.e. the whole market is dead or in the water. I don't know. I guess we'll see. Chat obscured that one Game of the Year last year, right? Oh, did it? Oh, that's something obscura. I forget what it was called. I didn't play it or look at it. I will have to do that at some point. I think... Hey, Adventure Josh, good to see you. I think anything console-ish is facing rough headwinds. Computer sales too, but like people need computers for work. Yeah, it's true. I don't know. Like, things have to come to a head at some point. So I'm just hoping that the ultimate result of all of this is that prices do eventually come back down and like get back to normal in some way. But it seems like there's a massive appetite by mega corporations to consume a lot of silicon at the moment, so that's a little disappointing. People needing work computers will get work to pay for them for personal use. They'll make do with what they have or buy secondhand. Yeah, I actually had a plan to do a really fun PC build this year as part of like content creation, but I don't think I'm going to do it. I think I'm just going to cancel the project. It just doesn't make sense. Like, it didn't make sense to start with, but it was like, at least it's a cool idea and I'll have something cool at the end of it. But now it makes even less sense because, like, it's so much more expensive to acquire parts and, like, hard to acquire parts even. Do a retro PC build instead? Maybe I could do that, but, I mean, I won't be able to adapt that to the idea that I had. But yeah, it's still worth exploring, I think. Pretty sure the runes on the continents just say Europe, Asia, or Africa and stuff on it. Oh, I guess I'll have to have a look. Yeah, that does look like it says Africa. Let me see. The Time of Legends. Yeah. I'm not sure if it does say Africa. All the runes that are used down here are not actually clear. Like, they're not like quite correct. Yeah, you might be right, actually. It does seem that way. It does look like this says North America, and it looks like this says South America. I can't quite read that one yet. It might take me a second. I forget what that symbol at the start means. Anyway. Very interesting. Did I say Africa or America that when I was talking about that? I don't know. Sometimes my brain just goes on a holiday and I forget things. Like words, what I should use ones. That meme word that I want. Would you get my work to buy me a 5090? Yeah, me too, Grognak, me too. A 286 in a pyramid case would look pretty sick. That could be valid fun. You could rent cloud computing to do your work, play games, according to Bezos. Yeah, there's no way I'm renting cloud for gaming and working. Like, that's just such a stupid idea. Like, it's a very moronic approach to solving the problem. I've bought all the hardware, now you can rent it from me. It's like monopolizing the industry, I guess. It's weird. Jonesty, hi, welcome. You have this one too? Nice, very nice. I'm doing good, thank you. How are you? We're just taking a look at the map anyway. So that's the map for that. Is the galactic map also in here? I'm having trouble turning pages here. There we go. That's Ultima 3. So I guess the galactic one is not included in the Ultima collection. That's strange. Wonder how they resolve that. Let's take a look in this one for the Ultima 2 section. I kind of hate this thing. Blah, blah, blah. Ultima 1. Ultima 2. Keyboard commands, magic spells, clerics and wizards, magic spells, weapons and armor, galactic map of known space. The blah, blah, blah. Okay, there's the alphabet again. So what's the, like, X shape mean? It means G. So, GR. I forget what that symbol is too. EE, double E. GREE. I can't even see the symbols clearly. N. Is it just going to say Greenland? It looks like it's going to just say Greenland. Yeah, it says Greenland. Okay. Cool. 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 Ultima 2. This is all the Ultima 2 information. Attack, board, cut. Okay, it has all the same controls. G to get. I'm gonna, like, write a letter to frickin' Richard Garriott and ask him, like, what the hell were you thinking? Ultima 1, you play the entire game, you never press the letter G. And then you get to the final boss fight, and it's not clear how to progress because you don't remember that you can press the letter G to pick crap up, because when have you ever picked crap up? You've never done it in the entire bloody game. And then suddenly you're telling me I have to press frickin' G? Richard? I gotta press G to win? I'm still annoyed.
What? Why?
Lars, that's right. I knew it. I was trying to remember, Jones D. I knew that you were an alternate account, but I couldn't remember what it was. Lars Mandel, thank you. Sorry, it just slipped my mind. It's like, I know who this is, but I can't remember who. Thanks for the clarification. Is that an original manual or did you print it? This is an original one that came with the Ultima collection, which came out in like the 90s, like late 90s, I think. I think it was late 90s. Might have been early 2000s. Yeah, the Ultima collection, it basically comes with everything, including a Calabeth, up until Ultima V111. Ultima 8. Anyway. I don't know if they've added any new controls. They've added W for wear. Oh no, they made it worse. You used to be able to press R to ready a magic spell, an armor, or a weapon. Now R is ready a specified weapon only. They've made Ultima 2 worse. Ultima 2 has gotten worse. They're like, wait a second, we could use W for wear a suit of armor. And we could, I assume, I don't know. C is to cast a spell. M, I guess M is ready a magic spell. Holy crap. They've made the game worse? Offer gold as payment or bribe? What? Negate the passage of time for all things farther than 1 square from you if you possess a specific magic. What the hell does that frickin' mean? L to launch or land a plane or rocket on... What the heck? Does D to descend? What happened to K to climb? Oh, now that's climb up. D's now descend? I don't think I want to play Ultima 2 anymore. Holy crap, this is so bad. It's gone from bad to worse. I didn't think it could get worse.
No! 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 No!
This is not the low point. This game is ass. Ultima 2 is a freaking... I don't know what to say, Hazemaker. What the heck, man? I am actually... I'm distraught. U to unlock doors. V to view, toggle between normal view and bird's eye view of town or planet. You must possess a specific magic item. Steal. Transact. Oh my gosh. I can't believe they made it worse. Like, how could you look at Ultima 1 and say, no, the controls are not complicated enough? I don't even want to play. I mean, I will, and I'm going to love it, but god damn, these controls are horrible. Magic spells, clerics and wizards, light, ladder down, ladder up. Clerics, pass wall, surface, and prayer. Wait, surface, teleport to the surface of the planet from a dungeon or tower. That's pretty cool. Pass wall to destroy the dungeon or town wall directly in front of you. So does it destroy the dungeon entirely and only the town wall? Or does it destroy dungeon walls and town walls? Probably the latter. Wizards, magic missile, blink, and kill. So, do I have to choose which class of spells I want access to, or do I just get them all anyway? Like, why are they classified? Weapons and armor. Dagger, mace, axe, bow, sword, great sword, light sword, phaser, quick sword, and I wonder why quick sword is the last one in the list. Quick sword must be pretty cool. Armor is cloth, leather, chain, plate, reflect, and power. I'm going straight for freaking power, man. I'm gonna get power instantly. Galactic map of known space. There's a whole bunch of, it doesn't even have the map. It just has a bunch of letters. That's pretty disappointing. I mean, was this Electronic Arts? This was Electronic Arts, right? Was this... I mean, it's Origins on the box, but did Electronic Arts own them at this time? Because it really feels like it. Like, it's just so cheap. Like, how much would it have cost them to print a freaking map? Gosh. Alright. And that is my rant on Ultima 2, apparently. I wasn't expecting to be doing that, but there we go. We've got to find the lore section and read it now in the other manual. Which we're going to look at right now. Hey, Perchance, great to see you. Sierra published it originally. Ultima 2, sure, but the Ultima collection...
I mean, damn!
...is what I was referring to when I was complaining. I mean, damn indeed, right? The collection's EA? Yeah, I mean, mine says Origin on the box, but... I feel like EA probably owned them at this point. I mean, it says Origin. Let's see. Origin Systems, Inc. We Create Worlds, Ultima, Britannia, Lord British, The Serpent Isle, and Forge of Virtue, and Silver Seed are trademarks, or registered trademarks of Origin Systems, and Electronic Arts is a trademark, registered trademark of Electronic Arts, and in the US and or other countries. Okay. All rights reserved. A Calibeth is a trademark of Richard Garriott. This Richard Garriott. This Richard Garriott. That's who registered the trademark of a Calibeth. What a handsome gentleman. Acquired them in 92. The collection was released in 98. Oh, wow. I didn't even realize they EA acquired them so early. They did print him on the box. Yep. Alright, so originally, let's just go back to the timeline, because the timeline is very helpful, actually. A Calibeth in 79, Ultima 1 in 80, and then Ultima 2 in 82. So it took them 2 years to figure out how to add 7 more keyboard commands that they didn't need to. And who knows what else they did during the course of this one. But Ultima 2, the revenge of the Enchantress, the triumph of good is short-lived. Mondane's love, Minax, seeks vengeance upon your own Earth. Oh, my own Earth. Oh, now the map makes sense. Now the map makes sense. All right, I guess we're going to read about it in the manual now. I'm assuming that the manual is going to give us the background that we need, the lore, so to speak. Let's get the lore. Hello, I'm Richard Garriott. I don't think Richard Garriott sounds like that at all. Although he is like a grand explorer of some kind. Create a character, making a friend. Making a friend is what you are doing when you choose C for create a character from the main menu. The players you create is your alter ego who will negotiate the Ultima 2 universe at your side. Together you will find friends and monsters, royal courts, and misty dungeons, action, and adventure. The skeleton of a character sketch will appear on the screen. You have 90 points to distribute among various physical attributes that give soul to your character. Once you've distributed the points, you get to choose your character's physical attributes, sex, race, and its profession. Finally, you can give it a name. That's just how, like, character creation works in real life. Don't lose the sex race. Hey, Darth Elwood, greetings. Good to see you. I hope you're having a good one today. Might have mentioned it earlier when I played. Oh, wow.
May the Force be with you.
May the 4th. Wait, Force. I was gonna say it's February. Not anyway. I'm sorry. Why? I'm sorry. I'm apparently in a mood now. Darth Elwood, it's great to see you, and thank you very much for the resub. You're freaking legend. 6 months. Very cool. Very, very cool of you. May the Force be with you always. Oh, Gunfutsu, you might have mentioned it earlier, but when you played Ultima Online, the MMORPG, I was fortunate enough to meet Garriott in game. That is pretty cool. That is pretty cool. I never played it, but it makes me wish I did when I hear stories like that. Thus quoth the innkeeper. Greetings. Good to see you. Welcome. This is your favorite Ultima? A rare opinion. That does sound like a rare opinion, given the number of insane keyboard commands they've got already in there. I don't know what this clip is, the Macaw clip that you posted there, Grognak. I haven't opened it. I'm going to wait. Maybe I won't. Maybe I will. You never know. Good luck with the fresh hell. I don't remember where you can save it, but if you can, probably save the moment the game starts for no reason. Oh, okay, great. Thank you for that tip. All right, the skeleton of... Oh, I read all that. Name. How you distribute attribute points obviously affect... You know what? The font might be broken because this computer doesn't have the font that they used. That's quite possible. So I won't tease the kerning. It's quite possible that this computer just doesn't have that font. How you distribute attribute points obviously affects your character. Not so obviously, however, your choice of sex class and profession also has strong effects. Here's how it all works. It's just a blank page. It's just a blank page. Here's how it all works. I don't think they knew how to write manuals in the 80s or 90s. Which is saying something, because that's when all the manuals are made, basically. The attributes. Strength determines the damage you can inflict on a foe in a fight. Naturally, I mean, I could have used honestly, these stats, I could have used them when I was creating my Ultima 1 character. Naturally, each foe's attributes will also influence the relative success of your attack. Agility influences your skill at wielding a weapon. Some weapons require a considerable amount of agility in order to use them at all. The higher your points are, the more agile you are. Of course, you would never think of using it this way. Good agility also increases your chances of success at stealing. Stamina reflects your ability to defend against attack. Armor adds to your stamina. Attacks from extremely strong monsters make it all irrelevant. Charisma governs your success in bargaining with merchants. Prices are generally lower when you are fun to have around. Wisdom is required to cast spells successfully. Intelligence is what you need to tell a Balron from an angel until it hits you. Actually, intelligence increases your skills in bargaining and casting spells. The more you have, the better your bargains and spells. Good to know. Oh man, we lost Bobbits? Wait, did we? I don't know. We haven't gotten to that yet. I mean, I haven't read that far yet. Spoiling the manual for me. You've speedrun the manual and you called me out. Pretty sure the original manual was better formatted and looks different. I think this was edited for the box set release. Yeah, it's quite probable that it is a reformatted one. It doesn't really look like something that came out in 1982. Intelligence is what to... Blah, blah, I read that. You must allocate at least 10 points to each category. Clever players can increase their attributes up to 99 points apiece during gameplay. Figuring out how to obtain extra points is part of earning them. They're costly. Some extra points come easily. Each race has a strong point that is reflected in attribute points for your character. And assuming that your character must have some predilection for its profession, that choice 2 alters one of its attributes. When you choose a race, profession, and sex for your character, you add to his/her character attributes. Here's the races. Human, 5 intelligence. The best non-RPG box. Okay, Domains, I'll have a think about that while I read the manual. Here's the... I'm confused. Oh, Elven, not 11. So humans get +5 intelligence. Elves get +5 agility. Dwarfs get +5 strength, and hobbits get +5 wisdom. Now the professions. Fighters +10 strength, clerics +10 wisdom, wizards +10 intelligence, and thief +10 agility. Finally, and you may ponder whether this is not a rather strange sequence, you must give your character a sexual identity. If you choose to make it a male, your character will gain strength points because males are usually stronger. Okay. If you choose to make it a female, your character will gain charisma points because females are usually more beautiful, have more charisma. They didn't explain that. They explained it for the strength. I guess we'll never know. They didn't tell us. All your character needs now is a name, and the only stipulation here is that the name be no longer than Rumpelstiltskin. If you try to make it longer, you might upset the program, and you wouldn't want that now, would you? Let's go with have greater social intelligence because of the burdens of placed upon them by society. Yeah, that works. They toned down the way those gender differences are explained. Good thing too. Oh, really? I don't know what the original manual said, but now I'm kind of interested to go see what hole they dug. Movement commands for IBM adventurers. IBM adventurers. On the surface of the planet, the right and left arrows control movement east and west, the up and down. The up arrow moves north and the down arrow moves south. In dungeons and towers, left and right arrows control left and right turns. The up arrow moves forward and the down arrow retreats. In space, movement is determined by Xeno, Yakko, and Zabo coordinates. Refer to the Ultima 2 galactic map for the coordinates for your chosen destination. Okay. Key letter commands. I'm skipping this because it's going to make me angry again. I'm also going to skip the spell, so I read that from the other manual. Oh, it is broken down by only wizards can use, and only clerics can use, and everybody can use these ones. Ladder down and ladder up are very important. What does this say? In the universe of Ultima, acquiring spells is simple. You simply purchase them at the appropriate stores. Their cost rises as their power increases. Casting a spell uses it up, even if it fails. So be sure you have plenty of a spell you plan to count on. To use a spell you have bought, you must first press for magic and specify the spell number according to the list at the beginning of this section. This readies that spell, then press C for cast. To activate the spell, it will remain online, your online spell, until you choose another. What you see. When the player's screen appears, you see your character in the center of a landscape. Use the movement keys to move around just enough to see that you're on a map. Don't wander very far. Your character isn't apt to be very strong yet, and you have no weapons or armor. Do notice the text at the bottom of the screen. It looks something like this. Command North hits 400. Command East food 398. Command Pass exp 0. Command Gold 400. Now press Z to pause playing. A text screen will take over, showing your character's attributes and possessions. But all you want now is its pause function. So no nasty orc will come along and do you in. Your new friend... Oh wait, do in your new friend while you're learning how to get about. On the left, Ultima 2 asks your command with command and writes out your full command, although you press only one key. In the dungeon, it responds to direction commands with forward, right, left, and back instead of compass directions. Endurance of fight and food. On the right, the number next to hits represents the number of hits you can take in battle and survive. Monsters can vary in strength and decrease your hit stockpile by various numbers of points accordingly. The number next to food represents just that and works rather like a fuel supply. A little bit dwindles away with each turn, whether you do anything or not. If either hits or food reaches 0, you're out of luck. Hits can be replenished, but you must discover how to accomplish that. Food is pretty easy to replace. All it takes is money to buy at a store that sells it. Look for food stands in villages. Alright. The fact they had to explain the function of arrow keys just shows how old the game truly is. Yeah. From memory, the original manual said in Law British as well, the significance of being a female is having a pretty face and a bubbly personality. Wow! So they just deleted that entire line. But they left in the men are generally stronger bit anyway. Okay. What a time to be alive. Did you do any theatre in school, Mike? I signed up to do it. I just signed up in the wrong semester and they cancelled it. So no. I did do some stage work, and mostly what I did was actually physical performance stuff. So like stunts and like fight scenes and clown stuff, which a lot of people already know about. Food is pretty easy to replace, blah, 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 I already read that line. The third line experience increases as you fight. Every encounter has the potential to add to your experience, and most do. Occasionally you'll take on a foe who's a real wimp, and get no experience from it though. The amount of your experience determines your character's level. It's shown in the top of the status screen. Some say he's still doing clown stuff to this day. Thanks, Serpents. That line is not present in the original Atari or Commodore 64 manuals, but I can't find the Apple II original. Ah, interesting. Interesting. It's probably on Archive, I imagine. Game would be easier if you could use a Gravis. I mean, it would simplify things, wouldn't it? The third line, I'm getting fatigued on all the reading. There's too much text. Tell me the story. Getting to know the natives. Did you run into any monsters outside? They don't care about your motives. They attack and you must fight them. In town, you may see some of the blah, 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 blah. In the maelstrom, blah, 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 blah. In the town, blah, blah, blah. Time travel, time map. Nobody cares. I give up. I'm going to play the game now. I'm done. The game will tell us what it needs us to know, right? I'll keep it open.
Have you thought of blabbling the blah blah blah?
I gotta drink some tea. That's what I gotta do. Apple II manual. I can't read that. If you push to it If you forget back, it will 10 strength points. Apparently, being a male also affects a person's judgment about why means to... But, yeah, I can't read. That's not language. A little bit of OCR issues, yeah. Apparently being male affects a person's judgment about what it means to be a female, but this is Lord Mittish's universe, British's universe, and he willed in rare fit of triteness that the significance of being a female is having a pretty this is also badly transcribed. I can't read it. Oh well. we don't really need to know, do we? Steam hardware launch timing and other facts. This is something we have to do before we play Ultima 2. Basically, the manual calls Garriott a boar. Okay. A boar. Interesting. Interesting. Answering some of your most asked questions about Steam hardware. I'm going to zoom this in so you guys can read it comfortably as well. We started the Steam hardware blog as a way to specifically address topics surrounding Steam hardware, and wanted to start by tackling some of the most frequently asked questions we've received since announcing these 3 new products on November 12th: Steam Controller, Steam Machine, Steam Frame. Before we dive into some of the hardware-specific questions we've seen, we want to get straight to the 2 we know everyone is wondering about the most. When will these be launching, and how much will they cost? When we announce these products in November, we plan to be able to share specific pricing and launch dates by now. But the memory and storage shortages you've likely heard about across the industry have rapidly increased since then. The limited availability and growing prices of these critical components mean we must revisit our exact shipping schedule and pricing, especially around Steam Machine and Steam Frame. Our goal of shipping all 3 products in the first half of the year has not changed, but we have to work to do... I lost my place. To land. We have work to do to land. I couldn't read that sentence for some reason. We have work to do to land on concrete pricing and launch dates that we can confidently announce. Being mindful of how quickly the circumstances around both of these things can change, we will keep you updated as much as we can as we finalize those plans as soon as possible. In the meantime, we plan to use this blog to deliver additional content, from deep dives into specific features, video and blog form, to updates and what's new write-ups. In this first go-round, we thought it would be helpful to answer some of the other most asked topics surrounding the new hardware. FAQ. Steam Frame and VR. Will Steam Frame support other streaming services? SteamOS has a built-in browser, and we expect streaming services to work in a theatrical browser mode. How can I request a Steam Frame developer kit? Steamworks developers can submit a request for Steam Frame dev kits at the partner site here. Supplies are limited, but we are sending out kits on an ongoing basis. Will the Steam Frame work with Lighthouse base stations? It's not something we're working on, but we built Steam Frame to be modular and extensible. Okay, great. Can Steam Frame be used while wearing glasses? A bunch of people in the team wear glasses and use Steam Frame without issue, but it really depends on the width of the glass frames. And while we don't have details to share yet, we are looking into making prescription lenses inserts available ahead of launch. I heard that Steam Frame has foveated streaming. Is that the same thing as foveated rendering? What games support it? I'm not going to read that. It's fine. Steam Machine. How well can Steam Machine play newer, more demanding games on Steam? In our testing, the majority of Steam titles play great at 4K 60 frames per second with FSR on Steam Machine. That said, there are some titles that currently require more upscaling than others, and it may be preferable to play at lower frame rate, with VRR to maintain 1080p internal resolution. In the meantime, we are working on HDMI VRR, investigating improved upscaling, and optimizing ray tracing performance in the driver. Oh wow, that's pretty cool. So we are approaching this from multiple angles. Sounds good to me. Steam hardware? We're talking about Steam box delay? Yeah, a little bit, Spaz, a little bit. Bore. Rough and bad-mannered person. Thank you for the definition, Rosie. I imagine Steam Machine will be out of date a year after its release, like most computers. I don't know. I think that concept has plateaued. I think you could easily buy a computer that's like 2 years old right now and play pretty much anything you want. And I think you could probably go even further back. You could probably go like 3 or 4 years back and still be pretty much fine. In fact, I was playing on like, I don't know how old my last machine was, but it was fine for the most stuff I wanted to do on it. There was only 1 or 2 things I couldn't do on it, which I can now do on this new fantastic machine that I made last year, so... I don't know. I think that's less of a fact these days than it used to be. Will third parties be able to make faceplates for Steam Machine? Yeah, of course they will. I mean, how will they stop us? We'll make our own. What components of Steam Machine are upgradable? The SSD and memory are both accessible and upgradable. Not CPU, interestingly, or the graphics card. So I guess it is a very compact machine, so it kind of makes sense that would be the case. But yeah, interesting. Steam controller. Can I play non-Steam games with a Steam controller? Probably. More to come. Great news. Like, all in all, it's pretty much exactly what we expected. Although I think my prediction of $800 to $1,200 and end of February launch date was correct. I think I was right. But I think that it's moved. Both of those things have moved. But I'm going to stand by my prediction and we'll see. Maybe I'll be right. Obviously not. I'm not right. They're not launching at the end of this month. But that's what I thought would happen. But then the whole, hardware crisis happened. So I'm pretty sure I was on the money, though. Pretty sure. It surprises me how this is surprising to anyone. Yeah, there's no surprises here at all, frankly. We knew it already. It's going to be more expensive than initially planned. Yeah, pretty much. My computer's pretty old. Can't play Unreal 5 games, for instance, but can still play 97% of Steam games. Yeah. And I bet you, like, you say you can't run Unreal 5 games. I bet you there might be a way to get it to work at, like, a low frame rate, low resolution or something. We used to do that in the old days, too. Like, oh, my computer's, like, too old. I can't play the games. So you can play them, just, like, lower the resolution to, like, 640, 480 or something, and away you go. The only real place I see new hardware mattering is if you want to play games in RTX. I don't, though. Yeah, so, like, I've got an RTX system. It's 1570 Ti. It's a beast. It'll work. I don't think there's going to be much on the horizon that I won't be able to play if I wanted to, except for if it's a game that's exclusively available for Windows due to anti-cheat locking, which I don't care about because I don't play those kind of games anyway. It'll be 1K per eye for the frame. I think it'll be $1,200. I think the Steam frame will launch for $1,200 US. Now after that debacle with the hardware. Maybe 1,099. Maybe it'll be 1,099. It depends. At the end of 2024, there was warning prices would go up, and I saw Black Friday prefab computer on sale for like $1,000 off. That's a good deal, yeah. Alrighty, that's enough of Steam hardware review. We did our duty on that. Now it's time for Ultima 2. That's right, Ultima 2 time. I just have to set up the window capture. And then I have to press this button. And we're ready to go. Although I have to stop the music because we can't have music. If the game has music, that's great. But if the game does not have music, that's the way it's supposed to be. Oh, right. The best non-RPG big box. That's like asking the best big box, excluding RPG. Like, it's a very, very hard question. There's no best. This is the problem when people say, what's the best or something, like, that's too difficult. What's your favorite? Can't answer that. But, what is the best? What is the best non-RPG? Big box. It could be anything. Yeah, it's impossible to answer that on. Sorry, Damon Baines. I'm just gonna grab a random box and we'll look at a random box after I get started with the game. I gotta start with the game first. Which of your children is your favorite? Yeah. Erase player data. Yeah, I don't want to accidentally do that now, do I, CoreTube? Good to see you, by the way, and also you too, Butthurt Gamer. Steambox costing a lot. I think it doesn't really kill it. It's just an option for Steam customers. If you buy, that's fine. Steam Frame costing a lot, I think, could sink it. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Steam Frame has to compete with a market of existing devices, which is going to be hard because those devices are really cheap. Like you can get one of the Oculus Quest 3s for fairly cheap. Quest 2s are dirt cheap, practically. Not really, but like they're way cheaper than they used to be. So yeah, that's a competitive market to get into, for sure. I still plan on buying a Steam machine, or getting Valve to give me one. I don't know. Maybe I can pull that off. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Built my PC last year. 32 gigabytes of RAM was 70 quid. Checked on Amazon. Only 6.5, 300. Yeah, I built my machine with 64 gigs of RAM, and I was like, maybe this is like excessive, but the RAM prices weren't that bad when I bought it, so I was like, whatever, I'll do it. I'm building a beast anyway. I'm glad I did, because like, if I didn't, I might have regretted it, and I don't have to worry about that now, because geez, the prices have gone nuts. Day of the Tentacle pyramid box. The triangular prism box, I think you mean. I don't think there's a pyramid one. Microcosm box that came with a shirt that Spoonie showed off was peak. I don't know what that means. I don't know what microcosm box that came with a t-shirt would be. Shame the game was really bad. Yeah, I bet. I mean, a lot of old games have had. Hi on your 999, welcome. I only have 16 gigs of RAM, and now I bite myself in the rear that I was too poor to invest more back then. Got to save up. Hope the prices fall again soon. They should. Like we've lived through RAM price crises before. Hopefully they do recover, but I don't see it happening right now. It's going to be a bit. The triangle one, specifically designed to be annoying to store. Yeah, I don't even have one. That's how annoying they are to store. It's not because I couldn't find one for a good price or anything. It's just because they're really hard to keep. So I just decided I wasn't going to get one. There were some trapezoidal boxes for a while there too. Yeah, I've got a couple of them. I got a few different variations. How about CD Select Silver Box SSI games where it was just the thinnest cardboard ever produced on sheet of plastic wrap and an open window showing 7 bare CDs with no cases? I don't have any of those. That is pretty cool, actually. That's pretty funny. All right, we gotta get a box to look at some point, but I won't do it right now. I'm gonna play the game. We gotta play the game. That's what we really gotta do. Number 1, launch game. Can I bring my character from the last game into this game? Origin proudly presents part 2 of the. Oh my god! What the? Stuff happened. I couldn't read any of it. I don't even know what the name of this game is. Oh, okay, it's on the screen right now. But, you know, the title screen flashed for like less than a second. Type D for a demonstration. Type P to play a game of Ultima 2. C to create a new character. Choice? I think I'm going to do create a new character first. So we'll do that. Wrong disc? Oh, this is the GOG version. Wrong disc? Control F4? Wrong disc? What? What? Wrong disc. What does that mean? What the heck, dude? What? It just launches Ultima 2. It mounts C drive and cloud saves, I guess. How is it wrong disc? This is just straight from the GOG release. I tested to make sure it worked, like the program launched. I didn't try and load or create a character or anything. And now I'm stuck without a game that works. This is shocking. Did you try unplugging and plugging it back in? I mean, I might have to. I don't know. Ooh, I guess we could try it. I don't know what to do. I'm genuinely not sure what to do. Okay, let's see. The files. Extras, DOSBox, Common App Support, Redist. These are the two we just looked at. Web cache? I guess that's not important. A bunch of TLKX4 or files, whatever they are. The Ultima game and manual. A bunch of crap. How could this not work? Just DOSBox. Extras, there's just the extras. Install it to a protected folder? I don't think so. I mean, I installed it through Lutris, which works fine for most stuff. I have alternative options, I think. Wait, where's Ultima in this list? Ultimate Body Blows and Ultimate Football? That can't be all the that can't be all the Ultima. Okay. See, the thing is, this is designed for Windows and not for a real computer. Game name. It should be called Ultima 2 then. Why is it not showing up? Oh, they weren't ordered alphabetically for some reason. Oh, that explains it. That's more like it. Okay. I was so confused. Alright. So I probably just need to grab all of this and then run this. I'm guessing. What's an upgrade? Oh, they got all the different variations here. It's pretty cool. Yeah, it'll probably work for you, Osh, because you're on Windows. When you see wrong disk, press Control F4. This cycles through the mounted disk on DOSBox. I tried that, it didn't work. I can try again. I don't know. Okay, we'll give it one more shot before I mess around getting this set up. I can't believe it. I like ran the launcher, ran the game. I was like, okay, it works. I didn't stick around to see if I could create a character. C. And then I'll hold down Control and press F4. Press Enter. Press Space. Press Control F4 again. Press Enter. Press Space. I don't think we need to cycle a disk. Yeah, it does nothing. Let's see. If I put it here. Okay, so I have Ultima 2 here. And if I just launch DOSBox over here. Origin proudly presents Part 2 of the best-selling blah 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 by Lord British. Ultima 2, Revenge of the Enchantress. It's even running better. C to create a character. Oh my god. Okay. Well, that works. So we'll stick with it. Let's go. So I'll close all these windows now. Alright, and then I have to set up the capture. What are you waiting for? Me to play the game? Shut up! Me too, actually, at this point. At this point, I'm ready to play the gosh darn game. Alrighty, let's do it! Player generation. Points left to distribute, 90. Do I just press, like, left and right buttons here, or do I have to type them in? Oh my gosh. No! Oh, I just get to keep doing it? You have to have at least 10 for everything else. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, 40? No, wait, that's I typed 49. 90. No, wait. That's all points. Okay. 40, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Okay. MF. Mike, leave Mike alone. He's working on it. Barrier to entry is having to do math on the first screen. Monstrous. Yeah, it is monstrous. Do I want to be an M or an F? I'm going to be an M. My race is going to be a dwarf. Oh, I have to select from the list. 3 for dwarf. And I'm going to be a fighter. And my name is going to be Gorath. And I am satisfactory. Yeah, I'm satisfactory. Oh, the music's still playing. I gotta stop that. This doesn't feel right. I knew something wasn't quite right. It's the music. We have to be Ultima Ring. P. Da 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 da. Da da da. Weapon hands. Armor skin. Spellman. Strength 65. Agility 10. Stamina 10. Charisma 10. Wisdom 10. Intel 10. Torches none. Keys none. Tools none. A level 0 male dwarf fighter. Gorath. Weapons none. Armor none. Spells none. Items none.
Hold on. Save.
You named him after a film? What do you mean? Gorath? Strength 65. Yeah, I chose... I put 40 points into strength. Then I chose to be a man, which made me strong by 5. Or 10 or something. I forget the stat increase you get from being a man. And then I chose to be a dwarf, which gave me a stat boost on strength. I also chose to be a fighter, which also gave me a stat boost on strength. There is a film called Gorath. Cool. There's also a character in Betrayal at Krondor called Gorath, and he's cool. Okay? Alright, we good. So, I'd inspect. No, that's ignite. That's ignite torch now. Why'd they change it? Gosh darn it. Ignite a torch? How do I look at stuff then? Is it L to look? No, it's L to launch. The freaking game changed everything. Whatever, man. Whatever. I'm gonna walk this way. Wow, why did it's so slow. This is Ultima. Oh, you want to see the game too? Alright. Sorry. It's so slow. You'll just have to believe me. Nice fingers, thank you. You can't have them, they're mine. Oh, you want me to save the game as start? No, I think I'm gonna die out of food starvation. I mean, I could save. But I don't know how. Q used to be the save button last time. What is it now? Q, quit, and save your progress to disk. You can resume the game later from the point you quit. Available only while on Earth and on foot in the countryside. It'll probably kill me to do that. Where's the gosh darn first freaking town, dude? Boop. So, starving is why you suggested saving right away? Oh, okay. Well, then that doesn't matter. We're gonna fight this guy with nothing but our hands. I don't know. I guess we can't fight a guy. probably gonna die. There's no cities anywhere. Get bottlenecked, you idiots. Oh, there's a tower over there. Can I walk across what appears to be mud? Hey, they went into the mud. It's dark. How do I leave a dungeon? Gorath is dead! Alright, we gotta create a new character. Is it gonna let me? Or do I have to, wait, how do you, how do you start the game again? Do I have to relaunch DOSBox? Are you kidding me? Damn. This game's eager to please. Alright, Mount C, blah, blah, blah. Wait, was it Games, GOG, Ultima 2. Alright. I can't believe I died in a dungeon unknowing. There we go. Create a character. Not a blank disc. Player disc. Okay. 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 So your character dies, what are you supposed to do? Restart DOSBox again, I guess? Gosh darn it. How annoying. What? What did I type? Oh, I forgot the C. Alright, let's just get this working. I guess I'll just, like, play the game. See what happens. Alright, I guess, it just kicks me out of the dungeon. I'm alive again? You're kidding me. Quit or save game? I'm trying to quit. Alright. How do you quit? It's saying pass when I say attack. Alright. This is getting silly, man. I wish I knew that it was going to be a problem. What does run do? Run.bat. I can play the upgrade? Oh, I can play VGA? Or, I mean EGA? Let's try EGA. EGA tileset 2 or 1? Alternate tileset, Wiltshire Dragon. Commodore tileset? Oh my gosh. Let's just do the V2 tileset. Whoa! Look at those EGA colors. That's pretty good. Create a new character. Let's go with 40, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. M for male gives us 5. Dwarf for race gives us 10. No, another 5, sorry. And fighter gives us another 15, I guess. I don't know, man. And then the name is Gorath. Satisfactory. Gorathi. Gorath. Yes. Oh, it looks so good. Ultima up through 5 at least to reload, turn off the computer. It's so bad. That's so bad. This is not the GOG version. This is the Exodus version. Oh, if I stand around, it actually passes over time. That's interesting. So I could just stand here and starve to death. So I think the first port of call is understanding where in the world is Carmen Sandiego. Or perhaps where my player character stands, based on this world map that we have access to. It's not a very informative world map, to be honest. So I suspect based on the shapes that I can see, I don't know where I am still. I think I'm in North America somewhere. But I don't know. It's hard to say. Alright, I am going to try and set up the capture again. If I wasn't on Wayland, like the confluence of these two problems, with Wayland being a pain to select the which window to capture and not having to do it every single time, and Ultima 2 being a pain in the ass kill you kind of game. Yeah, so let's see. How do I how do I take a snapshot? What do you call them? A ROM, you know, in emulation when you want a game state to be saved. I want to dump that. I forget what the wording is. I don't do it very often. Save state. DOSBox Pure. Does DOSBox Pure have save state? It does, apparently. Hotkeys. Shift plus F2. Okay. Shift F2. I didn't do anything. Oh, maybe those hotkeys are for RetroArch, which I'm not running right now. Um. Where's the save state button? Uh. Yeah, okay, I don't know. I give up. Yeah, I give up. If somebody wants to tell me how to make a save state in Ultimate in DOSBox Pure, let me know. I am running DOSBox Pure, yeah. Yeah, DOSBox Pure. Or actually, is it Pure or Staging? It says Staging at the top. I thought it was running Pure. I'm running Staging. Let me check the settings in Lutris. It's the default one in Lutris, so actually it might be Staging, not Pure. Okay. Whatever. I just want to play this game, okay? I give up. Let's explore the world. Alright, I found Town Linda. Transport? Can't afford it. Wait, it costs me food to walk around town now? The hell, man? Pub de Varg. LB for Law British. This is just an exit. Why is it a town complex? The Armory. This sounds like a good place to transact. Armor shop. Okay. Cloth. I don't have any gold. I've got 400 gold. Cloth, leather, chain, plate, reflect, and power. Your interest? I don't know. Probably leather, I guess. 84? No. Where's the weaponsmith? Weapons. Dagger, mace, axe, bow, sword, great sword, lithograph, photograph. I forget what the LI and PH stood for. Did you drop any pennies in the pools in the first game? I don't know what that means. Apparently Staging Night decided not to implement save states. Oh man, I'll have to install DOSBox Pure and set it up for next time. Make life a little easier for myself. Alright, so, weapons shop. Dagger, mace, or axe, or bow, or sword. I would like to go for bow. Let's see what bow costs. 84? No, I'm gonna find out what else they have. What's 8 cost? 500, that's too much. No, I can't afford it. What have you got? Well, you got the light something, the LI? I don't remember what that is. Sword or bow? Sword or bow? I think I'm gonna go with bow. I'm gonna go with bow, because you get the ranged attacks as well. I'm going with it. I'm gonna go, yeah, 84? Deal. Sold, my friend. I need to get some armor. I think I'll spend a little bit more on armor. So that would be chain, I guess. Would be a little bit more. 220? That's a massive jump. Alright, now I gotta spend the rest on food. That's not food. That's the exit. Where does one buy food in this here town? That's just the armor shop. I'm wasting food looking for the food shop. Maybe this place sells food. One buy. Have a strong one. They just gave me alcohol? I'll sell you a horse 84 gold deal, okay? Nah. Maybe this town don't sell no food. I gotta go earn some money by killing some demons. Demons of the mind. Well, this little town. Maybe they have food to sell. Holy spells. That's a little church. Jester? Le Jester. Zurdry. You're not a wizard. Maybe they just don't sell food here. We're making it progress. He's running away from me because I'm so good. Finally, he died. I've earned more gold. And 2 XPs. Does nobody sell torches? Wait, what the heck is that? It disappeared. I was almost there. Whatever it was. I was almost there. Legs paralyzed. That's okay. I don't need them. I really need to get some food. Hi there, Distron. Verge of Apathy. This movement reminds me so much of old Sokoban DOS games. Yeah, me too. Before John Carmack invented scrolling. Walking in the overworld takes as much food as in the city. Yeah, I don't understand why food consumed inside city. Don't make sense. Is the Jester crucified in the middle of this pond? I think so, yeah. I think that's what they're saying, yeah. Movement reminds you of Ultima 1? Surprising. Oh, that's a good question, Distron. A game that you can play inside a month. Well, the question is Distron, how frequently does this person stream? Oh wait, this is just a hello. Where are we? I'm back at the start, man. I've been here before. This was useless. That teleporter sucked. Been here before, too. Wait. The tower's not there. Wait, this is different somehow. New San Antonio. And look at all those buff customs men. Stamblers. Transporter. Swim at own risk. The pool. Death and destroy. Okay, weapons. Shoop. Swashbucklers bob and pizza? Heck yeah. Tip. 1. Man, I could have got a beer for that. The hotel desk? Welcome to the Hotel California. Oh my gosh, Lord Dino, welcome. Sorry I didn't say hi sooner. I was so distracted by this amazing game in front of me. It's greetings and good to see you. I hope you're having a good day today. I missed a bunch of chat. I'm sorry, everybody. I got distracted by the game. Oh, an RPG you might make within a month. Oh, okay. Oh, that's a different story. Sorry, Disron, I got that all wrong. Classic roguelike's quite easy to get it up and running. That's true, yeah. Yeah, that's true. You know what I should do is probably set up the capture properly now that the game hasn't caused me issues for the last little while. I'll set up the capture again. The curse will be that once I've set up the capture, it'll have a problem and I'll have to relaunch it and reset up the capture again. The joys of Wayland on Linux. I don't like Wayland on Linux. How's everybody going? I can't believe I haven't been able to find food. A horse? I don't really want a horse, man. No. What I really need right now is food. I can't believe walking around in town costs so much food. Pern, g'day, good to see you. How you been today? I could eat a horse. I mean, plausible, yeah. I'm taking a risk by following this coastline here, but I swear this is like we've been to this land before. Have I just traveled through time? I'm about to run out of food and die miserably. I can't reach that doorway. A tower. I can't really enter a tower though because I don't have a freaking torch yet. The game hasn't... The game has not deigned to give me one. Wait, I never equipped my... I'm such an idiot. I'm gonna die, first of all. Second of all, I've got something called Anks 2. I don't know what Anks are. I gotta ready my weapon. That's an R. And it's my bow, which is a 4. And then I've got to... I'm not agile enough to wield a frickin' bow? Everything's gone wrong. I'm gonna wear my chain. At least I'll have some armor on when I die. Can I use the Ankh? Is the Ankh an item that I can use? What the heck is an Ankh for? Attack, board, cast, descend, enter. Fire guns ships. Get an item. Hyperspace. Ignite a torch. Jump up and down. Wait, I can press J to jump? What the heck? C to climb. Oh, I mean K to climb. L to launch. M magic ready spell. And negate the passage of time for all things. I don't understand what that means. Offer gold as payment or bribe. Quit. Ready. Steal. Transact. Unlock. View. Wear a suit of armor that you own. Exit. Yell. You can type anything. Yell anything you can type. Often used in combination with jump. The heck, man? That doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense at all. This game's weird. Time is passing, by the way, as we experience the manual. Isn't this great? I'm still paralyzed. Okay, now we can move again. I'm getting real strong. I'm still level 0. I can't use the weapon that I've tried. I got a helm? Wait. What do I do with a helm? Considering when this game came out, I wouldn't be surprised if they want you to yell Geronimo while jumping. Maybe, yeah. I don't know, man. That might be the case. What do I do with helms and anks? If I press R for ready, it's like those show up. What's QU? What's QU? What the heck is QU? QU, quicksword. QU is quicksword. PH is phaser and LI is lightsword. I've got bow, which I can't use. Because I'm not dexterous enough. Sorry, I just realized I had a message waiting for me there from my wife. It's all good. 0. I don't want any of that. Hey, a town that I've already been to, I think. But it's the only one nearby. Like, surely there's a... Okay. New San Antonio. I'm left with no other choice. I have to go to the internet for this one. I don't want to die again and have to set everything up again. So, New San Antonio, where to buy food. Obviously I knew this was a real place. But anyway, Ultima 2. If you want a tip of food, I can give one. Oh, maybe that'll help. Ultima 2, blah blah blah. That says Revenge of Minax, which is not the name of this. It's Revenge of the Enchantress. You can buy food at the grocery stores found in smaller villages and towns and blah blah blah. I don't care. Just tell me where. I told you that the AI summaries are bad. AI summaries no help. No help. putting quotes around New San Antonio. New San... Okay. Horse, cloth, dagger, ale. No food? They don't sell food here. Rip. I'll take that tip, Adventure Josh. I'll take that tip. Can I survive? Thank you for the follow. I have anonymous follows on the channel, so feel free to lurk if you want to. Hi there, Pizza Farts. Welcome. May want to return to Africa. I don't even know how. Like, how do I make the gateway spawn in front of me? Do I have to do a special dance? I'm literally about to die from starvation, and I can't do anything about it. And the game is just going to be like, haha, you died, and then just sit there and do nothing. Look at that gate, just temptingly across the water. Did that guy drop any food? I'm so gonna run out of food. Why is there always a border of water everywhere? There was a door there. Seven food. 6 food. 5 food. 4 food. 1 food. I died. I died from death. Starvation. Why is this game poorly implemented? Like, why can't you reset? Like, why can't you reset? Why does the game just instantly stop working? Why?
This game is ass.
Why? And I can't even, like, quit back to the prompt or anything like that. Like, there's just, like, there's nothing. Yeah, at minimum, that should be what it does. Or, like, no, minimum is quit to DOS prompt. Like, you just quit to DOS prompt and say you died in the DOS prompt. Just echo that in there. You know. Like, this is cruel. This is particularly cruel. All right, I'm gonna take a step now, which I haven't taken yet, which is to add. I'll add a thing to launch Ultima 2, I guess, in here. How do I add a game? Add a game. I don't know. Yeah, that Ultima 2, and then the runner is DOSBox. And I don't know. I guess games GOG Ultima 2 Ultima 2.exe. No, it's II, isn't it? Something like that, I think. Is that how this works? I don't even know, man. Is that what I do? Save. Alright, so that kind of, at least that works. At least that appears to work. Let's find if that actually works before I, yeah. Wait, let's change that. Configure, change that to run.bat. Because then I can do the upgrade, and then I can do EGA, and then I can do 1 and launch it with that tile set. So we got that going for us. And I guess I gotta close this. And I gotta run that. And go through that sequence. But now I can actually set up the capture at least. One less pain in the butt. I don't have to type in the Mount C drive thing every time now. So that's nice. 2, 3, 1. I don't know. Like, I guess we could do that, but I don't want to, because I don't know if this will support it without config changes, and I don't want to mess around with it. CGA interference colors, yeah. I think I figured it out. The Enchantress is the woman that created the installer for this. Yeah. Ultima proudly presents. Should they be proud? I don't know. P to play. Oh, so we're just back at the start. So if you die, you just get to go back to the start. So the idea of saving our game at the start is redundant. Goofy Dragon makes you laugh on the title screen. It does. It is pretty funny. Yeah, it is pretty funny. So I'm back here again with my 400 Gs and no idea what I'm supposed to freaking do. Is this South America? Like, I genuinely don't know what the heck is going on in this world. Oh. Yes. Now I'm going to wear chain. Chain ready. I'm going to buy, I guess, an axe, since I couldn't use a bow. Maybe I should buy a sword instead. Yeah. Buying a sword. Ready. Sword. Thou art not agile enough to wield. What's the agility requirements for wielding a freaking sword? I have 10. I guess I'll buy an axe. How do I sell? Steal weapons. Yes. Oh, yell. Help. I am bad at this. I don't know. Freaking mace, I guess. And now I'm going to ready my mace. I can't even wield a mace. I may have made a bad character. I may have made a bad character. Maybe I didn't need a weapon.
Andy. Screw you.
Maybe I didn't need a weapon. Maybe I can just punch people to death because I'm so strong. Make me an offer, sailor. What? Oh, Ithillian the wench calls, make me an offer, sailor. Okay. Hey, Foam, good to see you. Isn't this a great game? Because you can drink beer. I wonder if Garriott was old enough to drink beer yet by the time he made this. In America, I mean. In Australia, he would have been. In America, I don't know. I am strong! Hey! Thank you very much for the follow. I have anonymous follows on the channel. Feel free to lurk if you would like to. Visit the Hotel California. The chaste nubile nymph asks, visit the Hotel California. Yeah. Oh. Yeah! Legesta. Pay your taxes. What's this place? Hex E-poo, Hex on you. Psst, what about a watch? Yes. What's this? Gorky. What's this over here? Ah, I left. Wizardry. Hello, Ventress. Welcome. Good to see you. Maybe this game is realistic. I don't know if I'd be able to wield a sword or mace either. I think you could manage. They're not that bad. Apparently at one agility 1 you can equip a weapon. You mean 10? Yeah, I imagine it must just be the dagger though. I've literally tried the mace, the easiest of weapons to equip. Alfredo's fish and chips. Trade. The food here costs 52 per 100. Want one? I would love one. I cannot afford one. I gotta restart. How do I quit? Quit. Quit. Relaunch. The upgrade. 16 color. Tile set 1. And then reset the capture. Okay. Will it start a new game for me, or do I have to have died first? I have to have died? I really wish there was a way to quit Ultima 2. Like, that's really annoying. Let me edit the config. And I'll only select a working directory and see if that works. No, it doesn't. Okay. That also doesn't work. 1 second here. Create new text file. Nothing. .bat. Configure. Run nothing. .bat. Save. I'll manage exits. Configure. Runner options. Exit DOSBox with game. No. Save. There we go. Select that. Okay. If you can't use a mouse, use your head. Yeah, that's right. Does the Q key quit to DOS? No, it does not. I was pressing it. It just saves and then doesn't actually quit. The thing with the mace is the swing one isn't hard due to the weight being on the end. Isn't that hard due to the weight being on the end? The problem is the technique you need to wield one effectively, and also not open yourself to attacks. I mean, sure. But obviously my 10 agility strategy is not working, so I'm going to put some power into agility. Maybe I'll do like 30 strength and 20 agility and see if that helps me be a fighter. I have to be a good fighter. Del player. I think it was player. Where's player? And we're going to run with the 16 color. And we're going to do the EGA tile set. We got control. Yeah, I tried that. I tried all the like obvious, normal, quick games in DOS buttons I could think of, and none of them worked. I didn't try like F10 or F9, but I don't know. Game's old enough to expect you to quit by turning power off on your machine. Yeah, I think so. Create a new character. Character exists, Gorath. Wait, I thought I deleted it. Replace with a new character? Yes. Maybe deleting player was the wrong idea? Maybe I should not have deleted player. I thought I was supposed to delete player. Oh no. Well. I've deleted player. I thought deleting player was what you're supposed to do to remove a player. I didn't realize. That was a bad thing. We'll just use the original one here. We'll just play this one because it will work. I'm getting tired of having to do this capture thing over and over again. I'm getting tired of this entire experience, honestly. It's just like it's just very frustrating experience in general. Ultima 2. Create a new character. Wrong disk.
That doesn't work.
Alright, I'm gonna re-extract, I guess, the files. Get a fresh extraction of files. I think that's what I'm going to do. Bear with me while I figure that out. All right, I think I've done that. Run, 2, 3, 1. Create a new character. Ultima 2 permadeath. I mean, it's basically what it is at the moment. All right, here we go. We're creating a new character again, finally, and it's not broken. Yay. I'm really sad right now. I'm really sad how this is working out. Today has not gone according to plan at all. From step one of trying to run Ultima 2, it's just been a pain. I'm living in my own personal hell. My own personal Ultima 2 hell. Alright, so if we try and do 30 strength, let's try 30 strength. 20 at... No, that was supposed to be 20. Damn it. 99. 30, 20, 10, 10, 10, 10. Male. Dwarf was 3, and fighter is 1, and name is Gorath. And that is satisfactory for me. We're going to buy food and stuff as well. This is back in the day before hard drives were standard and subdirectories didn't exist in DOS. Wow, that's actually crazy. Let's go buy some equipment. In fact, I'm going to go straight for the weapon. Well, I forget where the weapon store is. It's up here. And let's go straight to sword and see if sword is viable at 20 agility. No. But I can't sell it. Like, I don't know how to sell. I guess it's not an option. So we'll just go straight for axe then. Ready, the axe. Okay, axe is ready. I can use an axe. So I'm going to have to restart again. I'm going to have to create a new character again. So I'm going to relaunch once again. Because Ultima 2 is a piece of crap, apparently. Let me just get the capture set up again. It wouldn't be so bad if the capture automatically reset every time, the way Wayland should work, then it wouldn't be a problem. But the fact that I have to do this every time is such a pain in the ass. Alright, 2, 3, 1. There we go. Create a new character again. Hi Drew, good to see you. Aren't retro games so awesome? Look, I mean, we knew that the Ultimas, the early Ultimas were going to be some kind of pain, but this is like a lot of pain. Create a new character. Yes, replace with a new character. So I'll do that same stats because we know we can at least wield an axe, which should be good enough to get started. So we want to do 30, 20, 10, 10, 10, whatever. 30, 20, 10, 10, 10, 10. Male, dwarf, fighter, Gorath. Yes. Alright, so we know to just buy the axe, not waste money on sword or bow right now. God of Worst, hi. Playing a bad port is sort of unfair to the franchise. Is it a bad port? I don't know. You might be right. But I grew up on DOS, and so I'm going to play the DOS version. I don't really care if it's a bad port or not. That's what I got. That's what I would have gotten if I was playing it back then, which I did not. But had I would have played the DOS version. Unless, was there an Amstrad release? Technically, I might have been able to play the Amstrad release. Because I did have an Amstrad before I got the DOS PC. I'm not skipping any games. I gotta play the whole series. Okay. So, 3 for axe. Yes, please. And then I'm gonna go get chainmail. Yes. And that leaves me with enough to buy 2 piles of food when I find the food guy again. So I've got to ready my axe, and I've got to wear my chain. Weapon, axe, armor, chain, spell none, don't care. Strength 55, cool. Agility 20, cool. Etc, etc. We have no torches. I don't know where to get torches yet. We've got an Ankh, and I don't know what an Ankh is. I don't know how to deal with it at all.
Daddy, would you like some sausage? Daddy,
Sausages.
would you like some sausages?
Feel like there must have been an Amstrad version. It was around at the same time. Maybe. Hi, Cuning-san. Good to see you. I'm playing the DOS port of Ultima 2, so I'm having a good day today. It is a bad port, but the original is still a bad game. Apple to Atari 8-bit, Atari ST, Commodore 64, MS-DOS, FM Towns, FM7, Mac, MSX2, NEC PC 8801, PC 98. Sadly, no Amstrad. That's actually crazy. They just skipped the Amstrad? It was too powerful of a machine for them to code for then, I guess. How do you not know what an Ankh is? I know what an Ankh is, but I don't know what it is in the context of the game. It's like, you know, I don't know what I'm supposed to do with it. I can't sell it, so it doesn't mean anything to me. There's no thing in here that says use item, right? Like, it just says, I don't know. I don't know what to do with an Ankh. Nothing here makes that an obvious thing to use. Yeah, it means nothing. The Ankh means nothing. Looks like they were only interested in the US and Japanese markets with that list of ports. Actually, that could be true. Yeah. Someone would have had to be excited to bring it to Amstrads in EU, AU, but we can also see a notable lack of ZX Spectrum, Acorn, etc. That's true as well, yeah. Can think of something you might be able to do with it. Not sure if it would be a spoiler though. What's that? Oh, the Ankh? I mean, like, there's literally nothing in the manual that tells me how to use it. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. So I'm all equipped. I'm ready for an adventure now, I guess. I couldn't find any food markets at this place, but the other town that's like south of here, I think we could find one. I'm probably more powerful now too, since I'm actually wielding my weapon. Where was that food place? I forget where the food place was. Here. I want 2. What? I say yes? Okay. Yes. Thank you, come again. Yes. I cannot afford another one right now, but when I kill some more fiends, I will come back. Okay, so now I gotta figure out what to do in the game. I feel like I'm, like, finally set up. If I press Q, it saves the game. So I guess I got that going for me. I still don't know how to get torches and stuff. Maybe there was a place that would sell provisions like that, but I haven't found it. Hey, a door. What the heck, man? This world is confusing. What the heck is the point of this land? There's not even any enemies to fight. Tower's gone. Sea monster! Oh, he's running away. New San Antonio. This place doesn't sell food. Also, I cannot afford a horse. There's the Hotel California. Wait, this place sells pizza? Can I have a pizza? No, I can only buy a beer. Death and destroy. Something. Airport. Airport. No response? No keys that fit. I can't go in the airport? Iolo. Gwen. Prison. Wait, I've been paralyzed by a distance. Armory. The pool. Swim at own risk. Customs. Stublers. Well, that was a nice tour of San Antonio. Sabatender, hello, hello. He stopped being near me. Now I have 61 gold and 10 experience. I still can't traverse the world. What do we have? We got strange coins? What am I supposed to do with that? I still have 0 torches. If I enter this thing, it's just dark, and then I don't know how to leave. This is annoying. You can K to climb, but there's no way out. I already tried that. I feel like I'm just walking in circles. There's no exit button. Let me just double check this thing. It does say K climb up a level or in a dungeon or tower. Q to quit. You can only do that in the overworld. Unlock doors, transact, view, exit. Exit, dismount your current transport and travel on foot. Yell, stats. What else is there? Negate, offer, climb, jump. Jump up and down, that is. Ignite a torch, which I don't have. Hyperspace, get an item. Fire your ship's guns. Enter a town, castle, dungeon, or other landmark, or read a sign. You must be standing on the entrance to enter. Descend. D to descend a level in a dungeon or a tower. Cast a spell, board a plane, X to get off, A to attack. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I've wandered around here so much, I don't know. I can't get out. It's weird that when I press D, it beeps, but when I press K, it doesn't. Okay, we'll just restart again. We'll just restart again. It's fine. This is getting ridiculous, though. I've made, like, no progress in Ultima 2. I don't even know what, like, the plot is yet. Thank you, Damn Beans. I don't know what that is, but I'm sure it's hilarious. We'll just play. We'll play on. Okay, so what's my current state? Yeah, okay, we're not too bad. Well, we're not too bad. How come, like, this doesn't tell us all of our equipment? Like, it tells us, like, I guess, some equipment, but, like, the other stuff out on this screen, like the food levels and stuff like that, seems pretty important as well. Have a look and laugh. But I'm having so much fun playing Ultima 2. It didn't even load. Okay, it loaded that time. Yeah. Yeah. Ultima 2 on the NES is a pretty good version of the game. Okay. I'm playing the DOS version. Like I said, I'm going to play the DOS version, so that's the version I'm going to play. I don't think it's going to be that much different. Whoa, Stream Streak. Thank you very much, Onyx. The 7 stream streak. I'm going through this doorway because I don't know what the heck's going on in this world. This looks like a new area that I haven't been before. This is fascinating. I'm very excited about this area, whatever it is. Man, this map sucks! Who designed this game? Richard Garriott or something? Oh, a cave. Wait, I can't go in there because I don't have any torches. Unless torches have appeared in my inventory since I killed somebody. I got a skull keys? That doesn't appear under keys, though. Skull keys does not appear under keys. The later ports add a little dot. They make some things that are pointless, less pointless, but it... Oh, add a little. That wasn't... The dot was supposed to be a full stop. I get it. Doesn't make it more fun. Right. Yeah. I can't reach you. Got him. Okay, nothing up there. One of those guys that paralyzes your legs for some reason. Oh man, there was a town down here. Magic mages. Mages magic. Clergy. Barradon's Town. Edge of town. Oh, yeah, no, that's the edge of town. Oracle. Oracle. Time travel made me wise. Precious gold, a clue it buys. How much will you pay, 100? I'll tell you no lies. Ask me no questions, I'll tell you no lies. Okay, cool. I don't have that kind of money. The deli? Yes. Now I have 500 food again. Any other... That's just the clergy. I think we got it. I think we've beaten everywhere in this town. Wait, did I just teleport? Oh, it's just a guy that looks like me. I'm confused. I'm confused. How did that guy hurt me so bad? I was the one on the left, for reference. I wonder if kids back in the 80s would rush home from school desperately wanting to play Ultima 2 when they got home. I would have with Ultima 1. Ultima 2 has had some pretty bad decisions already that I've seen. Compared to Ultima 1. They've made some missteps in trying to make it more grand. Really not old enough for Ultima 2. Like, to have played it when current. Yeah, I mean, I'm not either. I wasn't even born when it came out. So, you know, it's an old game. Man, that guy was tough. And I got hardly anything for it. Waiting doesn't restore hit points, huh? Maybe I gotta go stay in the Hotel California. Anything down here? Gorath died from what? What did Gorath die from? Wait, does walking through these swampy things cause damage and I wasn't paying attention to it? I never really paid attention. That's pretty good. Pretty good that I get to quit the game again. I'm going to take this as an opportunity. I'm going to take this as an opportunity to look at a box. A non-RPG box, so, which is what Dammit Baines requested. And I'll grab one that we haven't looked at recently, at least. I don't even care. Dammit Baines requested the best non-RPG box. I'm just getting rid of the best part, because there's no such thing as the best. They're all brilliant. So I gotta just find one that is good enough, huh? This is super rough. It doesn't even quit to the title when you die. Yeah, no, it's terrible. Terrible game design. Even Ultima 1. Even Ultima 1 would reset when you died. Like, it actually just resurrected you, actually. The box that feels most red to me? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, our bench Josh.
Ultima 2. It smells a bit poo. Just for you. Mr. Radon 2 is here. Doesn't smell like poo.
Alright, I've grabbed a couple of boxes to take a look at. Thank you very much for the raid. Welcome, Raiders, Mr. Radon Raiders. Ultima 2. Adventure Josh, thank you for the 100 bits. Ultima 2, it smells like a bit like poo. Just for you, Mr. Radon 2 is here. Doesn't smell like poo. Welcome, Mr. Radon. Welcome, Raiders. Thank you very much for the raid. Do we get a shout out, or am I responsible for taking care of that? I'll do it anyway. I don't even care. Oh, Refraction's doing it. Refraction beat me to it. Thank you, Refraction. Retro achievement baby badges. Baby badges? Like the animal? How's it going, Mr. Adon? It's good to see you. I hope you had a fun stream today. Do you have any Counter-Strike or Day of Defeat boxes? Yes and no. I don't even know if Day of Defeat got a box. I'm not 100% sure about that. But yeah, I do have Counter-Strike box somewhere. I don't know where it is right now. I'd have to dig through stuff to find it. Save this game's reputation. Difficulty, good luck. Thanks, Flygon. Oh my gosh. I'm good. Thank you, Mr. Radon. Yeah, I've been struggling to learn how to play Ultima 2. So far, I've learned that I can't go full strength. I have to put some stats into agility so that I can wield a decent weapon. And I've also learned how to get food. Beyond that, I'm struggling. Day of Defeat 100% got a box. I have one on my shelf. Oh, nice. There you go. I couldn't remember. I definitely have a Counter-Strike box, but I'm not sure about that. I wasn't sure about Day of Defeat. I'm pretty sure there is one of the games in the Platinum box of Steam's, Valve's release, which came with Half-Life and a bunch of the mods for it, like Counter-Strike and Team Fortress and stuff, Team Fortress Classic and stuff like that. One of those boxes in that lineup, at least, never actually got its own standalone release, but I don't remember which one it was. It might have been Team Fortress, but I don't remember. I don't remember. Anyway, let's look at boxes on my desk. I'm going to set the camera up so it doesn't go totally nuts with the focus for a second here. There we go. Once again, everybody, if you haven't followed Mr. Radon yet, go click on that, go click on that channel and follow it. So, Damabanes asked for a box that is not an RPG. He said the best one that's not an RPG, but I just decided to remove best from it. This is not an RPG. And it is Earthsiege, Metaltech Earthsiege. It's pretty darn cool. It's pretty darn cool. Freaking giant robot on there. You get to fight other giant robots in the game, and there's like FMV sequences with cool men like this guy. This guy is pretty cool. You get to fight like, you can set up your mech with different equipment on it, and then you can go out into the world and fight dudes. It was amazing. What an amazing game this was. It's also embossed on the logo there. I don't know if you can tell that in the camera. It is embossed. You'll just have to trust me on that one. You had this box as a kid, Mr. Radon? Nice. Did you enjoy playing Earthsiege? Earthsiege was pretty freaking rad. It does take a lot of power, though. It also takes a lot of concentration for all the freaking buttons you have to remember to press and stuff like that. Although, somehow it's easier to control than Ultima, so, Earthsiege 2 was dual case only. Oh man, you missed out. The Earthsiege 2 box is cool as well. Look at the advertising for Battledrome. This is the head-to-head combat, arena combat game. Designed to play against your friends. Or your boss, I guess. Ever want to fire a missile at your boss? Hell yeah. Great game. That was actually the one that I owned first when I was a kid. I got Battledrome, and it was amazing fun. High stakes robotic combat. Welcome to the Battledrome Combat Network. I couldn't get it to run for like 5 months, so I just thought about how cool it would be. And then when I got it working, it was in fact cool. It was, yes, in fact cool. That's true. Indie Lab, hi. Your brother played Earthsiege back in the day. I remember that box. It's such a cool game. This comes with the speech pack. So that's pretty cool. Originally, it was a floppy disk game. Then it was a CD-ROM game, but there was also a floppy disk speech pack edition that you could get for it, like an add-on. It supports controllers and throttles and stuff. You could win $50,000 for college from Sierra, grades K to 6. That would have been a pretty epic achievement, actually, in the 90s to get 50,000 bucks. If you put that in a term deposit for college... Oh, it's a savings bond maturing at $50,000 to pay for college. Okay. Okay, well, there you go. So, I mean, it's still brilliant. That's still brilliant. What a deal. What a deal. Here's the Earthsiege manual. It's so thick, they had to do a spiral binding for it. Yeah, there's a lot of content in here. And I love looking through all of the vehicles and stuff. Like, you've got your enemies there, but you've also got your dudes. I forget what they're called. Hercs. I don't know what Hercs is short for. It is capitalized, so it's definitely supposed to be an acronym of some kind, but I don't know what the acronym is short for. I don't remember if that was something they ever explained. Roadrunner, Outlaw, Raptor, Tomahawk. I think the Battledrome Hercs were cooler. I think there's a few cooler ones in Battledrome. Patriot, Rhino, Samson, Colossus. Man, Colossus looks pretty cool. Sort of similar to the Hammer in Battledrome. Then you got your enemies here. I wonder if any of the enemies look like the cool ones in Battledrome. Not really. Yeah, lots of cool stuff in there anyway. And then, of course, a bunch of floppy disks that look like this. This is the speech pack, disc 1. And this is the install disc, disc 1. I think the game takes less discs than the speech pack. Punsan, you remember when you could buy PC games from EB? Yeah, imagine that. In fact, the last game I bought from EB is a PC game, but it was digital code. And it's just like, it's a box with some stuff in it. It was Stalker 2. And it cost me less than it would have cost me to buy it on Steam. It was like half the price of Steam, actually. So there's disc 4 for the install. Like, that's the game. And then I think there's 5 discs for the speech pack. Or maybe I've got that the wrong way around, because that doesn't say speech pack disc 5. It says Earthsiege disc 5. So yeah, there's 5 for the game and 4 for the speech pack. Sorry, got it the wrong way around. But yeah, there's almost as many games, floppy disks for the speech pack as there are for the game. Which is kind of funny. But when you think about it, like, with all of the content in the game, it's only 9 floppy disks. Like, there are adventure games, point-and-click adventure games with this many floppy disks. And this is like a 3D extravaganza of content. Simulated robotic combat. Where's Wile E. Coyote? Apparently Herc stands for Herculean. Yeah, I think it does, but I'm convinced that they did have some kind of acronym at some point. Because why would you capitalize HERC? You would just do Herc, like normally otherwise, wouldn't you? Don't they mention the acronym in the TV ads you run sometimes? I don't think they mention the acronym. I think they do say Hercs, but I don't know. Yeah, armored mics. That's what it's short for. That's what Herc is short for. It's short for armored mic. 3D tends to take up less space, textures, yada yada. Yeah. I mean, I'm just saying. I'm just saying, okay? All right, and then the next box redemption that we had was from Adventure Josh. The box that feels most red to you. This is a pretty red box. This is Lo Wang is Shadow Warrior. That's the full title of the game. Lo Wang is Shadow Warrior. Who wants some Wang? Says so right there. This box has seen better days. But, it is what it is, you know. I'm still happy to own it. Look at those screenshots. New and improved build editor for designing and destroying your own environments. That box sure has been wanged around, yeah. The Redis box definitely Cyber War. I mean, this will give it a run for its money. But Cyber War is a plain red box. I did think, oh, do I have a copy of Cyber War? I don't think I do. I think I've got the, I think my copy of Cyber War came in like a little cardboard expanding sleeve thing. Like it's like a, I don't know, I don't even remember how I got it. We also have the Strategies and Secrets Guide, the only official guide from 3D Realms and Cibex, whoever that is. Look at that. Oh wow, they've got maps in here and tips. They've got maps and tips and everything. It's pretty brilliant. This internal cardboard box, I made it myself. And there's actually a YouTube video of me making it. I did it silently because I was sick at the time, but I still wanted to make a YouTube video about something, so I did a box insert because this box did not come with one, even though the shape of this insert box is based on the shape of the one that came from the same publisher, GT Interactive Software, for the same box size. So I just took that and used it as a template to do this cutout. It's not perfect, but it worked, you know. Solves a problem that I had of not having an insert for it. There's the game on the CD-ROM. That's broken. I guess I could replace it. Pretty cool. Duke 3D was a third map designer you ever used back in the day, Disron? Cool. What was the second one? Didn't realize Shadow Warrior was that old? How old did you think it was? Second one would have been Jetpack. Oh man, Jetpack, sick. I remember making levels for Jetpack as well, actually. Kind of just reminded me that was a thing. This poor old box has seen so much better days. One day I might actually work on this and a little bit more and just like fix some of the damage to the actual box. I think it's getting caught up on the lip of the lower edge there. Yeah, it is. There we go. First one would have been Penguin Land from a Mars system. Oh, I didn't know that was a thing. That's pretty cool. Anyway, there you go. Lo Wang is Shadow Warrior. The reddest box. Or the box that feels the most red, I should say. Alrighty. That is that.
They're lockers.
It is lockers. Thanks again for the raid, Mr. Raidon, and thank you everybody for joining the raid. The one DOS game I could... Okay, Intilab says, the one DOS game I could never get working was Delta V. It was on CD-ROM, used SVGA and mouse, so you needed to load all your drivers, but it required a full 600k of low memory. It wouldn't run in Windows either. The demo seemed cool though, at least that worked. That sounds pretty horrible, yeah. Oh my gosh. I don't think I have any solid memories of like a particular game not working like that. But I do have memories of like having to fiddle around and like causing problems and stuff. But yeah, I don't remember any specifics like that. Pretty cool though. Alright, it is 10, it's nearly 11 o'clock. I'm gonna go to bed. So we're gonna have to raid someone. So we'll go find someone to raid, of course. The G-Funk is online. And it's Thursday. I guess I am not used to streaming on Thursdays, so I guess that may not be a surprise that G-Funk is on right now. But to me, it was a surprise. He's playing some Hero Quest. Sorry, Heroine's Quest. So I think that's a good raid. I think that's a good raid target. Let's go say hi to the G-Funk. I will see you all in the future. Take care of yourselves. Thanks for hanging out and watching.
Is the
I
best
appreciate
game
it.
ever made, and anyone who says otherwise is wrong.
It's true. It's true. By the way, I released a YouTube video. Go watch it. One came out last night, and the other one came out like on Friday night. And the next one's coming out this Friday. So go to my YouTube, subscribe, and also like videos and leave comments. It doesn't take like 2 seconds to leave a comment. So just say, hi, Mike, or like, thanks for the video, or this was great, or you should try harder, or, you know, whatever you want. But you can leave a comment. I'd love to see it. I've gotten like 1 comment, I think, in the last week. So it'd be cool to see some comments. You're welcome, Shaboy J. Thank you for that. Thank you. I liked and understood this video. Yeah, that would work. That would work. Comments of 8 words or more do better in an algo. I don't really care about that at the moment. All I want is to have an interaction with a person and say, hi, thank you for the comment. You know. Thanks, everybody. I appreciate it. I'll see you next time. Bye. Is the raid happening? Did I type raid or not? I did, but I didn't press enter. Oh, there you go. I was waiting for the raid to happen. It didn't happen. I was confused. Bye, everybody. Have a great time. I'll see you next time. Thank you for being here. You're all legends. See ya.